At the current time, I was kind of confused. Like, you know, everything was up in the air. Like, am I going to be broke? Am I going to be homeless? Am I going to be successful? But even though I was kicked out at early age, my mom always was a great mom. Like, period. She taught me how to, be humble. She taught me how to survive. She taught me everything that I know now. She taught me how to do it. So in the back of my head, I knew I would be good. So even though I was kicked out at an early age, I knew I was going to be. I mean, I was kind of confused at the time, but it was, how you have two separate, different thoughts in your head. It's like, am I going to make it or am I not? So I kind of was like 60-40, but the 60% was like, I know I'm going to make it. So I just leaned on that 60% the most and I made it. And I always tell people I was kicked out into the jungle at an early age, but I came back a lion. Me and Eric actually met from delivering my 2021 Bentley truck. We had so much fun that day. I bought my truck cash because I always just had this fear in the back of my head. Like I used to always I used to be so broke. I used to always get all my cars repoed. So once I became like a millionaire and made lots of money, it's a thing where I always buy all my cars cash. My Audi, my daughter's Audi, my G-Wagon, my Bentley, everything I always buy cash. So I was like, I want a brand new Bentley and I'm gonna buy it cash. And I contacted this company, PTG, and Eric is the CEO of the whole company. I was like, I want this truck. He was like, this is the only one with red seats, and it's all white on the outside. I'm like, yeah, I want it. And he delivered it December 31st, 2020. And January 2021, I had my brand new truck. I was celebrating. So that's how I met Eric. I knew he was the one because, honestly, for real, I felt it in my spirit. I just felt this connection. Like, God told me that this is your husband. He didn't come in nothing extravagant. He wasn't driving nothing extravagant. My discernment has always been high. Like my relationship with God has always been like on point. So when God tell me something, I listen. And I heard God vividly say that day, this is your husband. And it was weird to me because I went and told Miriam the same thing. I told her, I was like, I think this is my boyfriend. And she was like, you're crazy. You're proposed to. I was like, no, I heard God tell me that this is my husband that same day. And I was calling him my boyfriend that night since he dropped before he even dropped my car off. I was like, even just FaceTiming him and stuff. I was like, this is my boyfriend. I just felt it in my spirit. And then he in there now. The blended family, as far as my kids, Eric loves my kids. It's so crazy because he's actually 4 years younger than me. And I always dated men that was always older than me, 11 and 10 years older than me. And he's like perfect. It's like he's like an old man trapped in a young man body. And the way he was raised and how his mom and father like discipline him is so perfect because he brings so much structure to my household. With my kids respect and love him. My son be calling him, checking on him, and for those that know my son, he love his daddy. Like he love his daddy. He is a daddy's boy, and for him to like show that love and respect towards Eric, it made me know like, okay, that's another stamp. He is the one. So as a blended household, it's perfect. He love my kids. I love him, and I'm gonna stick beside him. So during the pandemic, first of all, everybody know I am a money monster. First and foremost, I travel around the whole entire world, teaching girls and everybody else around the world a 7-figure technique. It's called microblading, and this is my 5th year doing it. But during the pandemic, the whole world shut down, so I wasn't able to do that anymore. So, as a hustler, Plan B kicked in. Well, kind of like Plan A and a half kicked in because I tell everybody I don't have a Plan B. I always have to stick to Plan A. That's what keep my hustle going. So everybody always asks me, Sierra, how you became so successful at a young age? All of this, show me, help me. And I never really had a chance to tell them or show them because I was always filming, being a mom, and I was always on tour with microblading Sierra Way. So the pandemic actually gave me time to show girls how they can go to China because I got big connections in China. I actually just signed a lease. I have a warehouse in China, thank God, now. So I always had big connections in China, and I was always, that was my connect. So I utilized that time to show girls across the world and other people how to cut the middleman out. So often this dress, is maybe $100, and somebody think they buying it wholesale just because they get it for 75. I tell everybody, everything is made overseas. This dress, yeah, you get it for 75, but you cut the middleman out, you can get it for $5. So that's how I help girls become successful during the pandemic. Now, girls all over the world, they started businesses, they making what I'm making, and it feels good because I made it. I came from the bottom. My future aspirations would be to continue to grow Money Monsters, to show people across the world how to become entrepreneurs and to become seven-figure money monsters, or even more. I tell people all the time, if I can make seven figures, y'all can make even more. So I want to show them how to make even more, and just continue to spread the word of God, for one, and his presence, and how he is so real, and how he brung a misfit to a perfect fit, and to just continue to spread my light to other people, to show them how to make money and be successful. How do I feel about women empowerment? I feel like nowadays in 2021 it could be very fake, and everybody is like girl power, and it's not real. I want to be the one that really like lead girls to the next level, to really show real girl power. And I feel like I'm doing it without even saying it, because I don't have to say girl power, girl power. It speaks for itself. When people see me, everybody's all over always saying money monster. Girls love me, and it makes me feel good, because it lets me know that I'm really doing something good and it's authentic. So I want my girl power to be authentic, to be real, because girls are saying girl power, and then they talking about the girl, and they don't like the girl, and this and that and this. But that's not me. For those that know me, know that I don't even hang with celebrities. My friends, the people that I love, the people that support me the most is my following. But the people that I be around the most is my brand manager, my mom, my family, my team. You get what I'm saying? So the way I motivate and help other girls is my following. You know what I'm saying? I tell people, those my friends and family, the girls that follow me and look up to me and stuff like that. So like I said, I don't have to say girl power. It just speaks for itself, because they know I love them for real. Well, no, I didn't get a chance to finish school, but that's something that I want to go back and finish, to accomplish, just to show my kids. I want to do it for my kids for the most part, because right now I make millions of dollars every year, so it's like, eh. But I do want to show my kids and my followers, like, okay, even though I didn't do it, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? I want to give myself a prom, because I never really had that experience. I want to give myself a graduation, because I was never able to get that. I remember going to sign up for food stamps when I was like 16 years old, and this white lady was in there, and she was like, oh, I hope you know you're going to be another statistic. And I hope you know that, you gonna be in the same tax bracket as all these people. She was like, look out into the waiting area. All these people, they're over 40 years old. They're on food stamps, and they need the government. And I was like, well, that's not gonna be me. And she was like, yes, it is. I was like, I promise you that's not gonna be me. So I took what she said, and I keep it in the back of my brain, and it makes me, every time I think about giving up, every time I think about getting tired, it builds something up in me, like, okay, I got to keep going. I got to keep going. I cannot be another statistic. I cannot be what they put me out to be. Everybody that have a baby at an early age is not going to be on welfare or broke, or, you know what I'm saying, or not going to be able to make it in life, because I changed that narrative. Yeah, we can be millionaires. We can be whatever we set our mind out to be. So that's how I changed the narrative as a teen mom. The beauty industry sparked my interest when I was a young girl. My mom always had me really prissy and girly. I remember me just being different as a child, learning how to braid when I was like in pre-K, and draw. And I remember showing my mama my pictures, and she used to be like, who drew that picture? Because you ain't draw that picture. I used to be like, yes, I did. I did draw this picture, Mom. She was like, no, you did it. I used to draw dragons. And that's when I knew that my hands were anointed to be great, because I pray over my hands daily, because I feel like these are like my money makers. But yeah, the beauty industry sparked my interest then when I was a young girl. So I always knew I was talented with my hands, and I always was creative. I was always braiding. My mom would be like, you didn't do that, you didn't braid that, or you didn't draw that. And so I was like, I'm different. And I remember I always had real thick eyebrows. As y'all can see, I still got real thick eyebrows. And I remember being in like the 3rd grade, and I wanted to arch them because my eyebrows used to connect in the middle. They still do, but I just shave them. And I used to arch. My mom used. I said, "Mom, please let me get my eyebrows arched." She said, "No." So I would go and mold my eyebrows to make it look like an arch. And the way I would mold them was crazy. My mama was like, "I'm gonna whoop your ass. You don't want to arch your eyebrows." And I really didn't. I mold them so good with like gel and stuff that they looked like they was arched. And that's when I knew that I had a special gift. Like, okay, I'm different. I'm different. I love beauty. I used to watch girls. I never liked girls. It was never into them. And it's so crazy because they like, you so girl power. Every interview I do, they be like, you sure you ain't gay? I'm like, I don't want nothing that's like me next to me. I like me some some strong and long. But I'm like, so when but I always felt like women were so beautiful. I used to look at them like, oh my God. And it's so crazy because when I got into the beauty industry, God let so many broken women sit in my chair. Like so many broken women. And I would make them feel so good. And they used to tell me their stories. They used to be crying, and they used to get up and like, oh my God, you just don't know, I went through a divorce today. And I used to beautify them and make them feel so good. And I was like, this is what God need me to do. Like, I really change women's lives. They really love me, and I really make them feel good. That's when I knew, like, all right, you're gonna change the game in the beauty industry. So I got the opportunity from Love and Hip Hop. They actually found me in my shop doing makeup. The producer was in my shop. See, this is why I always tell people, you never know who people are. You gotta treat the janitor just like the president. Because the producers of Love and Hip Hop was in my shop to get her eyebrows done. And I was booked that day, and I was tired as hell. And I was like, I need to go get my baby. Like, my son was waiting on me, and I was tired, super tired. She was like, can you do my eyebrows? She was super humble, super humble. Her name is Amber. And I was like, I'm tired, but being the humble person I am, I was like, I'm going to go on and do you. It was God. I went head on and did her. And she was like, so I heard you this beast in makeup. She seen all the people I had waiting on me. I had so many people that day. I literally was tired. She came in late. She was like, I heard you a boss. So this is your shop? I'm like, yeah, this is my shop. She was like, how old are you? I'm like, at that time I was like 26. She was like, dang, you 26, 27. I can't remember exactly. She was like, you got your own shop on Peachtree. Everybody want to be on Peachtree. So I'm like, yeah, this was always my dream location. I'm just talking to her regular. She was like, so tell me about yourself. So I'm telling her about myself, not knowing who she was. She didn't tell me no information about her. And I'm just like, yeah, this is me, And she's like, so the girls in the back, I was speaking to them, and they was saying that they've been around you for years and they love you. And I'm like, yeah, and I love them too. And I'm just having regular conversation with her, and I did her makeup. She loved it. And at the end of the conversation, she was like, we need you on Love and Hip Hop. Like, we need you to be on this show because we missing this piece of the puzzle of this show. We need a real Atlanta girl that's bossed up, that's about her business, to be on this show. And I'm like, me? She was like, yeah, you. She was like, if you would accept this opportunity, I would love for you to give you a chance for you to be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, bitch, is she playing? I'm like, all right. And then, because I always used to watch the show, like, dang, this is not Atlanta. Like, I know, because I could take you to Atlanta. I could take you to the west side of Atlanta, where you could get you some American deli. You can go to the skating ring. We have fun. We break the fire hydrants. I'm from the real Atlanta. I'm a real west side girl. So I'm in my head like, this is good. Really in my head, I'm like, when my following, when the girls who come in here and get their eyebrows done see me on the show, they're gonna be so happy. I'm thinking about the parties we gonna have celebrating, not even me just being on there, just from them knowing the good news, because I feel like I'm the leader of my hood, my area where I come from. So it's like, for me, if I could set a big example, because everybody looked up to me like, dang, Sierra made it out of the hood, she got a shop. But if Sierra can make it out of the hood and get it on TV, that's a whole nother level of success. So I was super excited, honestly, and I was like super thankful for the opportunity. But I always told myself, I was like, if I do get on TV, I don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? I'm so scared of that. In the Bible, it's a scripture that says, how can a man profit the whole wide world and lose a soul? I'm so scared to do that. So I always keep that real close to my heart. You know what I'm saying? So when I got on TV, I was just like, all right, let me remember. I always say, let me remember where I come from. How do I protect my family when so much of my personal life is showcased? Prayer, for real. Because this industry world is dangerous. It's really it's a cold world. And yeah, I would just say prayer. I stay prayed up, for real. And I stay out the way. And like I said, I don't really deal with industry people at all. I mean, because I was a makeup artist for 13 years, so all these same people that I used to do makeup for used to mistreat me badly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now that I am who I am, I just want to stay close to my family. So we just pray, and I just stick with them, and it works for me. I feel that the criticism that reality TV gets on the media is just, I don't feel nothing about it. Like, it is what it is. People don't talk. I feel like the more they talk, the more money I make. So I don't really be caring about it. My main goals for utilizing my platform from television is, and just the media overall, is just to bring more souls to God, honestly, and to tell my testimony. Money Monsters Academy is a online, it's an online college, and it basically um give you steps on how to create your own business and how to be successful. So from, as in school, you know how you got ninth grade to 12th grade? That's how we kind of break it down in Money Monsters Academy. So you can be a freshman or you can be a senior in Money Monsters Academy. And we just basically show you how to start a business from the beginning and how to finish it and how to become a millionaire. The biggest lesson I've learned all my life is to have faith. Like, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. And whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Because you're looking at a high school dropout, a teen mom, and a millionaire. Like, millions of new. I do what I want to do every single day. Every single day. Thank God. So my biggest lesson is like, have faith. Because so many people told me what I was going to be, and then I told them I was not going to be. I literally buy and do what I want to do every single day, but some people don't have that faith factor. So I would say the biggest thing is to have faith. Like, faith of a mustard seed, you can conquer the world. My number one secret to running a successful business is treating your team like you treat yourself. I was all over the place. My mind was scattered, and my team was actually working, full-fledged, working without me, and I supposed to be in there. I'm like, I can't be there, but I'm gonna send y'all the money to enjoy yourself, to make sure it's done. I woke up to a lot of money. I woke up to emails being did. I woke up to just blessings. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in treating my team as myself, and I feel like that came from me just being when I was in the industry, being a makeup artist for 13 years. I ain't gonna overtalk y'all, but I remember waking up. I remember being a makeup artist and like, damn, I want them to shout my stuff out and they would never do it. Damn, I want them to just do this and do that and it acknowledge me and they would never do it. So God allowed me to be on both sides. So I'm able to be grateful for everything. Like, everything. If somebody who working with me telling me, oh, they ain't get paid, okay, here you go, let me pay you. Because I remember wanting to be paid and wanting a shout out and never got neither one of them, and still had to go home to my kids and be like, what we gonna eat tonight, or how I'm gonna fill my tank up, or how I'm gonna get y'all to school, or how I'm gonna buy y'all a shirt or a pair of pants or some shoes. You get what I'm saying? As entrepreneurs, as black entrepreneurs, I feel like we should do both, post and pay. And I'm done.